Alright, let's where are we? What we got? We're at a 42.
Are you strong?
These enemies defy all reason.
Oh yeah, forgot I've got a jump. Whoops.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. I don't have enough spirit.
Oh my god.
Beneath the endless tide. It is not ready yet.
3 elites in the first 15 seconds of the rift. Oh my.
A vicious strike. That ability is not yet recharged.
I like to think the world is safe.
I must wait to use that ability. Your strength fails. It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. Strike through me! I need spirit. I will not do that.
No! Why? I can't deal with those reflect guys. Reflect your projectiles back and it's instant proc. It's just a waste of time now. Wait for the near-death experience to go off. Right. It's a conduit. Piling down the tubes.
It cannot be done. The storm breaks. My strides grow longer. Rethink your intent. This fight is over. Not enough spirit. not ready yet.
I'll take the shield now. Double elite pack.
I don't have enough spirit.
The Rift Guardian is here.
That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet. Not enough spirit. Beneath the endless tide.
Poor. Right. Started off well, didn't it? Eh? 3 elites in the first 20 seconds or whatever, and then problem with running Ingeon and a speed GR build now is spawning those stupid elite minions that reflect damage back. It's instant proc.
Your prove yourself.
Oh, good level.
What you ask is impossible. I must wait to use that ability. I don't have enough spirit. Is not yet recharged. The gods strike through me.
Prepare for a long fight.
Your flaws are revealed. I must wait to use that ability. Not enough spirit. Feel the wrath of Yitar.
Oh, it's the same ones again? At least they're minions.
I need that ability is not yet
If you
recharged.
get the yellow champion one, it's a bit of a nightmare, but... I've gone out of spirit.
The gods strike through me. It is not ready yet. Wrath of Yitar. I must wait to use that ability. I don't have enough spirit. It is not ready yet.
You are defeated.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
Where's the ocular strength? Come on. There it is.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Oh my god. Channeling. Take it.
It is not ready yet.
Infinite.
I must
The
wait to use
Rift
that
Guardian
ability.
has found.
That ability is not yet recharged.
And here's fire. Fire, fire, fire. Boom, boom, boom.
It is not ready yet.
Hell.
You have triumphed.
That ability is not yet recharged.
What do you need?
I need to go back.
Well,
The light grows stronger within you.
Nice. That's 2 GRs. I'll tell you what, have I got a bovine? Do. Let's open that, grab the 2 pools from that, and keep ourselves stocked up. Oh, available pools. Oh, there's one at the start, I love that.
It cannot be done.
Let's just find the other one quickly now. Pardon me.
to shreds. Feel the wrath of Ytar.
Oh, yeah, forgot about him. Let's try and find the yellow pool quickly. Well, I'll take that one.
This fight is over. Your strength fails.
There it is.
I am returning to town.
Do I have another one? Oh, 2 more. Alright, so let's reset. Do a GR.
I wish you...
Oh, yes.
Not enough spirit. Your flaws are revealed.
These enemies defy all reason.
It is not ready yet. I need spirit. I will not do that. I must wait to use that ability. Your strength fails.
We have done it.
That ability is not yet recharged. I don't have enough spirit. The storm.
Ah, jailed.
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. Not enough spirit. Your flaws are revealed. This fight is over. I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged. The storm breaks. I need spirit. I must wait to use that ability.
Pardon me.
The rift.
Ooh, challenge pardon.
That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet. Rethink your intent. That ability is not yet recharged.
Definitely worth taking the challenge pylon, even though it spawned more elites.
Let's see the gem.
I need to go back.
And what I'll do again is I'll tell you what, we'll close this one.
Well done. The gods favor me.
Yeah, because there's just enough there. What?
Hello there. See you soon. Isn't
That
right?
is too expensive.
Just try and get through these as quickly as possible.
It is not ready yet. Feel the wrath of Yitar. I must wait to use that ability.
These creatures won't go down easily.
Yeah, they will.
Not enough spirit. It is not ready yet.
Oh, hello, pylon.
A vicious strike. I must wait to use that ability. The gods strike through me. That ability is not yet recharged. I don't have enough spirit. I must wait to use that ability. I need that ability is not yet recharged. not ready yet. A vicious strike.
Speed pylon. Oh, that's a nightmare. Just boosts my. Hey, Mr. Brightside. Keep running out of spirit. I'm actually got to slow my attack speed down. Come on. Pop. There we go. It's a weekend, Mr. Brightside. It's a weekend.
Not enough spirit. I must wait to use that ability. This fight is over.
Yeah. Sure is. Yeah.
Your flaws are revealed.
I'm having a chilling weekend. I'm not doing nothing. Watch a bit of football, watch a bit of the Grand Prix.
That ability is not
Play
yet
Diablo.
recharged.
There might be the odd beverage that contains, you know, yeast and hops and all that malarkey, but and that's it.
Your strength fails.
Got a funeral Monday. Oh man. This beverage be fermented, yeah, with yeast and hops and barley.
It is not ready yet.
Why, of course.
I need spirit.
I'm gonna have the odd glass of water too, of course. But
The gods strike through me. I must wait to use that ability.
what's that? Channeling. Oh yes.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Who is it? Who is it? Sand Shaper. Quaking in my boots. I don't like it when he stands on my head though.
You have tried. You have a gem.
Do you have a gem? I got plenty of gems. I've got plenty of gems, I've got plenty of Forgotten Souls, I've got plenty of Death Breath, and I can't use any of them. What do I do? I can't use them about. I'm not going to reforge, I'm not going to do bounties, so.
Well,
All this. I've got all my gears augmented as it is, what a, you know. It's crazy, man. Oh, right, we're going to do another bovine. Get 2 yellow pools of XP. Bonus 25%. It's hugely important. Well, but I've already got one primal. Get another primal? Yeah, okay. What am I going to get? I mean, 1940 damage is the highest, and mine's at 1899, so we're not far off it. 929 dex, but of extra main stat. Switch my build? What are you on, man? This build is here to stay, man. This is it.
what you ask is impossible.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I could get that, but oh yeah, I'll burn my death breath up for upgrading rares for that. But
It cannot be done.
even still, it's going to be a marginal improvement. That's the thing, isn't it? It's going to. Nah, mate, I'm not changing builds. I'm one build the whole season,
A vicious strike.
so I can perfect it. You know.
Rethink your intent.
Come on, yellow pools. Where are you?
By all reason.
Feel the wrath of Yitar.
That is true. It just means you have to alter your kind of.
This fight is over.
You know, I'm a big believer in muscle memory. You know, you play a build and you get used to the feel of it and the play of it, and to mix it all up and then go back to it. Nah. Right, there's one pool.
Ha! A vicious strike.
I'm quite happy with the build. There's two pools, fantastic. It's just improving the gear. The gear's so good that I don't see how I can improve it much without primals. So I'm quite happy. I don't mind. You know. Fun? Fun? What? That to me is not fun. It's not fun switching out builds. I generally stick to one build this season. This is Diablo 3, man. There's no such thing as fun. Alright, what are we doing? Yeah, let's do it. But because considering I got 70 keys this morning, and got 10 stacks of yellow pools, I have gone up practically a level a GR, which you don't do without pools, so it's a big difference.
It is not ready yet.
Well, yeah, no, well, I've got that. I've got a speed build and a Nephilim Glory, a Nephilim Rift. I've got a speed build for Nephilim Rift, and I've got a Greater Rift build, but I'm not going to use a different green set, is what I mean. So. And it's still the same playstyle.
Your strength fails.
No, next season will be different. I'll be running a Twister Wizard for some of it, and then support Monk.
I will not do that.
For other bits, so yeah.
The gods strike through me.
I don't mind. I guess I had a Necro and a Monk season 11. Support Necro, support Monk, and a DPS Monk for solo.
That
So
ability is not yet recharged.
I just don't like mixing up sets and playing different sets for the same class. Ah.
I don't have enough speed. Impossible.
I've kind of always finished the season with very good gear because I've always done like the one class, one gear, one set build. To be honest, that's the only way you can get like top-notch stuff. So.
Rethink your intent.
Oh, I hate fallen overseers, fallen masters.
I must
Tough
wait
as
to use
boots.
that ability. The storm breaks.
Down her up, down her up. Come on.
It is not ready yet.
So given given that, ow! I can play a fair bit this weekend, Colin.
A vicious strike.
I'm wondering if I could hit this 1500 this weekend. I was supposed to. The plan was to hit it next weekend, but I did remarkably well during midweek.
I must wait to use that ability.
Instead of getting 10 levels, I got 15. So, yeah, and I'm now what, 58. So you know, it's certainly doable to hit the 1500
That ability is not yet recharged.
this weekend, or at the end of the weekend, isn't it?
It is not ready
I
yet.
can get 20 paragons today,
Not
20
enough
paragons tomorrow. 60, that's 80. 20
I must wait
paragons
to
Sunday.
use that
We're
ability.
there. And given the goal was 1300 paragon solo, 1400.
My strength has increased.
Yes. We are cooking. This is all done solo. This is insane.
It is not ready yet.
Although the solo self-found league on PC, which Leviathan, the popular PC streamer, organised, some of those guys are doing incredible. They're like 1700 Paragon
That ability is not yet recharged.
solo, completely and utterly solo.
I will not do that.
Which takes just now. I'm doing 3 hours a day. That takes, you know, whoa. Takes a lot of time.
I must wait to use that ability.
Can you imagine being 1700 Paragon at this point in the season, doing solo only? I mean, you're talking 5 to 6 hours a day.
It is not ready yet.
But the funny thing is that the motivation now, whilst the motivation was to see how good I could do, and the motivation now is solely, can I actually stick doing it? The motivation is the motivation, if you know what I mean. The motivation is, do I have the stickability to play solo for 3 months solid? Which is quite funny, because it is very motivating, to be honest. But at that point, are you even playing the game? Well, yeah, you are. I mean, yeah, you're kind of going through the motions. I'm looping, I'm key farming greater rifts, key farming greater rifts. But then in group play, that's what you do. You key farm, you do 4-man rat runs. It's, you know. And then you do solo and you push every so often to get your legendary gems up. So yeah, it's playing the game, but it's not, if you know what I mean. And you know what you mean. So you know, and I know what you mean. So yeah. It's like, you know, when you're driving and you can go off in a daydream and you can still drive the car, but you're daydreaming. You know, you can almost do that with Diablo when you're doing your runs. You can do it, but it's kind of almost nature, muscle memory. Yeah, season 14. As I said, I think this game comes alive when you have a dedicated 4-man group who play together consistently. Doesn't have to be every day, but consistently. It's so much fun. I've done it. You know, I've done it for a whole season. It's brilliant. It's just so much fun because it's a community-based game, isn't it? So, should I get another pool? No, we won't. Yeah, so we'll have to finalise that, Mr. Brightside, of just exactly who's up for doing it. You know, I know, as I said, Jonas and Lucas, Dr. House. But I haven't seen Lucas in a while. Dr. House pops in, Jonas pops in. There's just how much are these guys up for it as well, you know? It's no big deal because you'll always find people during the season anyway to group up. Well, that's why if you've got multiple builds, if I can build a Twister Wizard and a support, then at least you cover a couple of bases if somebody's not online. Boom, we can step up.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Problem is, there are some very good games coming out, you know, which might take some people away. God of War is coming out in April, so you know that looks bloody amazing, you know. Dark Souls 1 remaster comes out. You know that. You know, I'm a big Dark Souls fan. I would, you know. I postponed playing Dark Souls 3 for Diablo because I was involved in the season. You know, so that's not a problem for me. But it's, you know, I've been in a group and then Destiny 2 comes out and then the group says that's it, we're off. You know, we're playing Destiny 2 now. It's like, well, hang on. Yeah, it'll be stealing me, my man, I'll tell you. I'm quite happy to put it on the back burner till the end of the season, but
I must wait to use that ability.
See, I can't do that, you see. My time is limited, so I generally can only be involved
It is not ready yet.
to this type of degree in one game. And, you know, Diablo is the game where the more you put in, the more you get out.
I must wait to use that ability.
And the thing is, I don't want to be embarrassing and, you know, play season 14 and in a 4-man group and get less Paragon than I did solo. That's pretty bad, isn't it? So go away, hell witches.
Ability is not yet recharged.
Aye. Oh, challenge pylon. Okay. That wasn't a particularly good first map, was it? It's horrendous. I'm not really ahead of time that much.
Beneath the endless tide. I must wait to use that ability.
Now we're talking. Bad player problem.
It is not ready yet.
Nah, mate, you're not in my game, it's alright.
Feel the wrath of Ytar.
Hell.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Oof. Below the belt. Harsh. Nah, no it wasn't. It was a mere jest. Now I kicked up a speed there with the old timer there.
I must wait to use that ability.
I've got time to faff around here, like. Right, I have to do a bovine after this one. To remember that.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Ow.
I need spirit.
No, we don't. What's that speed pylon for the boss? We'll keep it, shall we? Yeah, let's keep it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, the Witch Doctor was up there for a while. Barbin, the Demon Hunter, was always the poorest. It's only the recent patch that's buffed them. But yeah, it is the worst, for sure.
It is not ready yet. The
So
Rift Guardian has arrived.
I don't think any major content's coming to Diablo 3, but I think they might do one more kind of balancing patch.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Because there is a little bit of disparity now between certain builds, you know.
I must wait to use that ability.
And the Witch Doctor being the worst.
It is not ready yet.
And the Twister Wizard being stupidly OP in console. Condemned Crusader is a bit... does that need tweaking down? I don't know, you know. It's surprising that Condemned Crusader is the best build in the game, you know.
I may be able to help you.
I'm surprised the Necro isn't, to be honest. Ah, fair point. And you know, a buff to the LON, you know, that's just, you know, buff the, you know, the two rings, the Wailing Host and the Compass Rose, whatever it is, you know, the Wailing Host and the Litany of the Nightmares, or whatever it's called. Buff the damage from that, and you buff, you know, 100 sets with all classes using the Legacy of Nightmares, you know. So.
Be disappointed.
Oh, I can't. Ah, damn it.
My mind is stronger.
Okay, I'll go and do a Litany of the Undaunted. That's the one. I've probably got a couple in here, look. And the Wailing Host. Yeah, but I mean, all they do need to do is tweak the numbers, isn't it? And then boom, that's that taken care of. So it's a no-brainer. Oh well, we've got an Ancient Focus. Well, it's got 5% CC as well. Do you know what? Might keep that for the old Focus and Restraint push at the end of the season. When I die. Swift Irons, what? Yeah, I think 50% would probably would see it in par with the green sets, wouldn't it? With the buff that they got, so. I think you're right. Well, I played LON LTK Monk, Lashing Tail Kick Legacy of Nightmares Monk in Season 11, that's what I was #1 Monk with. And, yeah, it's, you know, as most LON builds are, they're hard to gear for because you've got to get particular gear in each slot, not just the green set items. So
I cannot afford that.
I don't care what the numbers are, as long as the LON was the same, equaled the same as the top tier green set items. I wouldn't want LON to be way above all the green sets so that nobody plays the green sets anymore. But as long as they equalised it, that's the point. So need to reset for a bovine. But yeah, the LON Lashing Tail Kick Monk was hugely fun to play. Brilliant playstyle, love it. Yeah, so tell you what, let's go and get a bovine. Get 2 yellow pools, back out, go back in, and then I can go and do a GR. And then I can do another bovine after that, so. Oh yes, look at that. Boom.
It cannot be done. You are
Right, where is this second yellow pool? The first one's right next to that. Well, you can't resist a yellow chest, can you?
I will not do that. vicious strike.
Well, there was no PTR out this week, so you know, and we're halfway through the month, halfway through the season, sorry. So, you know, whilst it wasn't necessarily this week, you know, it has to come soon if there's gonna be a change for season 14.
Your flaws are revealed.
And as I said, I don't think there will be. So. I think there may be a small balancing patch for sure, but D3 major content is done. It is done. There we go.
Strike through me. I am returning to time.
Well, as I understand, there's only two community managers, isn't there? There's Kaza, whatever you call them, and there's Nevelistus. You know, I feel for those guys because they got, you know, they actually detailed not long ago their workload and what they do, and they do a fair amount of stuff. What they need is community managers who are active on the forums, because they're not active on the forums. They're not active on the only official method of communication to the player base. Nah, there's not four, mate. There's only two. A couple have moved on, and in fact, not the community managers, but the MVPs on the forums, they've moved on. Like Miss Cheetah is now MVP for not only Diablo but for World of Warcraft as well. She's expanded, so yeah. Well, if they're not active, then I don't know about them. But I just know the two. I've had contact with Nevelistus over Reddit and official forums over my exploit videos. So as I said, they've got a fairly busy schedule. So what they need is not a social media manager, but they do need that. I think they need a social media manager to control their Facebook official Diablo groups, their Twitter official Diablo account. And they need more online presence on their own forums. I mean, I get information about Diablo stuff on Reddit more than I do their official forums, because the developers and the community managers post more on Reddit than they do their own forums, which is just ridiculous. You know, people are going through the official mechanism of hearing about news and they don't get it, and then you find it on a discussion board. You know, it's crazy. I think I did actually advertise for that kind of role, communication officer or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, they do need it.
Embrace.
Nevelistus is on Twitter anyway. She has her own account, which is not tied to Diablo. She did use it for Diablo rated stuff, and then she took it down and said, no, this is just my own personal account now, and just anything Diablo related, tweet Diablo. But you know, she does a sterling job in what she's got to manage with, to be honest.
It is not ready yet. You are defeated.
But they just need more of them, you know, and they need to be more active on the online forums and the mechanism they use to communicate with players, because that's half the player base's problems, is there's lack of communication. So. But let's be honest, Blizzard's strengths are not communication. That's the thing. It's, you know, never has been, to be honest. I could do that, mate. I could create a link. I could link you, and the best way to make barbs really good, and that is delete them from the game, mate. Simple as that. That's how you make them good. Just get rid of them. Pointless, useless class, button mashers.
It is not ready yet.
Job done. Tell you what, mate, I'll create you a big link to a big web page that says get rid of barbs. There you go. Useless class, you know. Ruled and were brilliant in Diablo 2, crap in Diablo 3.
This fight is over. That ability is not yet recharged.
What are the barbs sitting at? 108, mate. 108 in hardcore. And you know what we're sitting at? 108, mate. Softcore. 114. 114. It's spot on, mate. Ah, yeah, a good old PC, aye. And then it might on the Xbox, it might be the monks. So overall, on all three platforms, it kind of equals itself out. Yes. Well, it's nice to see they're very close, isn't it? You know, let's be honest. There was a, you know, it's not been that long ago where there was huge disparity between classes. Barbs were absolutely nowhere. Barbs had a rough time. You know, they were never in the meta. Didn't have a well, I mean, when I say meta, they had support barb, but I mean, there's never ever been a kind of barb who's been a DPS meta or anything like that, and they could never clear anything near like the solo clears that any of the other classes have. When was a barb in the top 3 classes for a season, for solo play? It has never been like that, It's maybe season 1 or 2 or whatever. Same with Demon Hunter, it was like season 4 or something. They were top,
ready yet.
The thing is, I think the game's hugely balanced now, to the point where it's all classes are very similar. Apart from the Witch Doctor, I think that they're struggling. But who cares about them, So.
I must wait to use that ability. This fight is over.
What? That's a shield. Alright, we'll take it then.
That ability is not yet recharged. Ha! A vicious strike. I need spirit.
Come on.
The gods struck through me. It is not ready yet. I don't have enough spirit.
Come on. Bit of a slow rift, this one, right?
Not enough spirit. I must wait to use that
spirit
ability.
there as well. There's another. Come on. It better not be channeling, is it? No, speed as well. Oh, that's even worse.
That ability is not
Got
yet recharged.
calm my attacks now. Juggernaut.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. I don't have enough spirit. That ability is not
Just
yet
take it.
recharged.
That'll proc the Rift Guardian anyway, won't it?
The Rift Guardian has found.
It's cool snap.
It is not ready yet. What you ask is
Yeah,
impossible.
man, he is nasty when he does that, isn't he?
Not enough spirit.
No, of course not.
I must wait to use that ability.
Where you go, man? Arsehole.
Yes.
I need to go
77.
back. Well,
I don't have a bovine now. What are we on? Okay. 1460. What did we start on to today? I think it's 1455, so I've done 5 levels, so that's alright.
I wish. My strides grow longer.
I know, eh? It's not even 1500, eh? It's shocking, you know. Work 40-hour a week, you know. Play 3 hours a day, you know, you're not even 1500, that's just shocking. Noob.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Beneath the endless tide.
It is not ready yet.
That's not true. I very rarely put in 5 hours in a weekday. They'll be one-offs.
I need spirit.
It's generally 3 to 4 hours during the week. Definitely more at the weekends for sure.
That ability is not yet
I'm gonna do a
recharged.
mammoth session this Sunday. Like, oh, it's gonna be epic. I'm gonna be like on for hours non-stop.
I must wait to use that ability.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Feel the wrath of Ita.
It is not ready yet. I don't have enough spirit.
I can't get near them. Oh, hello. That's a shock tower. Oh, oh, shield just as well. Look at that. Right in the middle of spinny 24-hour stream. Maybe not. No. That'd be epic, man. I'd be so wasted.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Hello, another one. Oh, another spinny ones as well. I still got
need
shield.
spirit.
Oh yes.
It is not ready yet.
Yeah, could you imagine? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, and you could have some fun with that, couldn't you? Every time I procced, you had to like down a shot or something. I don't know.
That ability is
Every
not
time
yet
I faced perdition, I had to down my beer and get another one. I don't know. That'd be awesome.
I must
That's
wait
a great
to use
idea.
that ability.
That'd be a bit harsh. For every rift, man, I'm doing them in 3 to 4 minutes, man.
It is not ready yet.
I don't think that's doable. I wouldn't last more than 2 hours.
I must wait to use that ability.
Alright, what's that? thought you were Scottish, yeah.
That ability is not yet recharged. This fight is over.
Yeah, I am
Rethink your
indeed
intent.
Scottish, but I'm not on the level of the traditional Scot, you know.
It cannot be done.
Drinking window cleaner for, you know. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Yeah. If I get 1k subs, that's it, guys. I'm doing a 24-hour session. Drinking, you know. I'll switch on my camera. Everyone can see me, you know, and then you can see me drinking, you know. That'd be awesome.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Too, man, it's a good idea, yeah. It's a good idea.
Your flaws
I do actually like it, you know. It's pretty crazy though, the whole kind of YouTube thing and the, you know, even like Patreon, you know, I mean, like there's like streamers who you know, maybe don't earn, you know, they're like
I must wait to
professional
use that
gaming streamers, you know, they do 8 hours a day. And they don't make much from YouTube now because of YouTube's changes for sure, but
ability. It is not ready.
you know, they're on. Oh no 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 no! You're getting nowhere near me.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Hang on a minute, I just got to clear this nonsense out before I talk. Phew.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Nah. Well, Twitch is alright, but Patreon's interesting, you know, it's for people subscribe to Patreon and they give a monthly
I must
fee,
wait to use that
and then you promise to deliver, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 videos to Patreon before it goes on YouTube or any other public streaming service, so it's kind of like a premium, you know, and you can offer interactions with your patrons. The amount of money some people are making, some streamers are making, is absolutely incredible. They're making thousands per month from monthly subs on Patreon, when all they're doing is churning out content on a game or gaming news. You know, that's a strange concept, a strange way to learn your living. You know, but because they're doing it full time.
I may be able to help you.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that, to be honest, because I think Twitch is now becoming a saturated market. You know, Twitch is a very popular platform, and watching gamers play and pledging a subscription on Twitch, you know, it's a saturated market. So
I am returning to town.
I don't know. I guess it's one and the same though, to be honest, isn't it? Twitch and Patreon, so it's just... the point is not about Patreon, my point is I can't believe people are earning more by making a video once a month than they would from a very good job. You know, I think if you know the guy that does all the Dark Souls videos, what's his name? What's his name? Oh. He's an Australian guy, isn't he? Can't, yeah. What's his name? Vati Vidya? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. He's an amazing guy. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he creates amazing content for Dark Souls. You know, I've watched practically every one of his videos. The stuff he does in Bloodborne, Demon Souls, and Dark Souls is absolutely amazing. And you know, that guy earns like, you know, I don't know what it is. I think it's like 3 or 4 grand a month from Patreon. and all he has to churn out is a video every couple of weeks. You know, and he's like a he's like a kid. He's like a 21-year-old student who dropped out because he's now doing it full time. You know, his content is amazing, and he puts an immense amount of research into his videos of lore and and such like. But you know, he's earning more than people earn doing a full-time job. And I guess it is a full-time job to create quality content once a week or twice a month, whatever. But you know, it's a strange concept to me.
Your
You say they're not sustainable. He's been doing it for years. You know, and he's still producing brilliant content. Will he be doing it in 20 years? No, he won't. Of course not. But you know, he's like From Software and I've invited him up and he's done seminars in Dark Souls and he's it's kind of, it can lead to better things, or games journalism, or whatever. But it's just the fact, if you make videos and you become good at it and you produce quality content, then people will buy it. People will give you money. I work in a newspaper industry. The newspaper industry is dying because nobody wants to give money because the content's not that great. So, it's the same with Riker. Riker's channel is done brilliantly the last couple of years. And he's now starting to branch out. At first he was just Diablo 3 and Overwatch news over the last year or so, and now he's like doing gaming wrap-up videos, and he's expanding what he's doing. And that's how you keep your subscribers happy, by producing content. You have to diversify and move on and change. Right, let's do another one. It's just funny that you can say, we all know,
are you ready?
all these, guys who earn millions from YouTube and subs, PewDiePie and all that, but they produce crap stuff according to me. But when it comes to gaming, there's some quality stuff out there, I could, yeah. I'm pretty sure I could, but do you know what? I don't have the motivation or incline to do so, to be honest. I just don't have it. I enjoy my job far too much, and you need to devote a lot of time to it. That's the point. I mean, I created loads of videos on the exploits on console version of Diablo 3. I've done leaderboard videos. I've done, what's wrong with certain mechanics on the console version. I've done all these kind of videos, and that has taken up far too much my time as it is anyway. And they're just like silly little videos that, might take me 3 or 4 hours to put together, but I just don't have the incline to do it. It's very demanding. Yeah, well, that's the point. If I'm happy doing what I'm doing, I'm not going to change it. So.
I must wait to use that.
But I do enjoy this. That's the point. So
You are defeated.
as well. So I'm an IT, so I'm a systems engineer. And I work for a newspaper company
It is not ready.
who own 15 newspapers. So it's fairly busy, fairly demanding, fairly stressful, but very challenging. And I love a challenge, like playing Diablo 3 for a whole season solo. So.
I must wait to use that ability.
Tech boy, yeah, exactly, exactly. And that's where I'm at home at. But yeah, if I was maybe younger, I don't know.
not yet
it's maybe
recharged.
something I would do, but when you've got maybe responsibilities, you can't just, you know. People like Riker and all that, they went full time. You've got people like Angry Role Player who he dropped his job to do it, to stream and make video content full time. You know, it's a gradual process of building up your subscribers and your subs to the point that you can then live off of it in a kind of decent way. But you can't just go from a job to that in one fair swoop. You know. Yeah, and I'm well paid for what I do, so I'm not gonna
Not yet recharged.
give that up just to create content. And as I said, it's now becoming a saturated market. Lots of people are doing it, you know.
I must wait to use that ability.
Your flaws are revealed.
Yeah, Angry Player quit his job, mate, and he's now a full-time streamer. Did that months ago. And I do like some of his content in some of his videos. He's moved on to Path of Exile. He was a huge Diablo 3 player, and of course now he's moved on to Path of Exile. Well, yeah, he maybe does, but you know, I think as you just said about, you know, a more professional approach. Yeah, that I find the streams boring. He's also had a few digs at some of the other streamers, and I don't think you can do that. That's not acceptable decorum. You know, he had a big go at Big Daddy Den, didn't he? So I mean, for supposedly stealing one of his bills or something. You don't do that. But his videos are good for, you know, showing a build, and he's got cracking videos on Path of Exile, you know.
I must wait to use that ability.
Yeah, well, you're right. His videos are good. I've never actually watched him stream, to be honest. I don't watch his. I don't watch anybody stream. It's just like I don't have the time because I'm either working or I'm streaming myself. So it's just gonna, for this season anyway. But I watch his videos.
It is not ready yet.
And they're well put together. I think though he needs a bit more professionalism to move on to the next step. You know.
Not enough spirit.
I'm still a big fan of Quinn69 and his stuff, you know. I still watch him, and I don't, you know, he's obviously doing World of Warcraft. You know, he stopped Diablo a long time ago now, but you know, Quinn's just funny to watch. His streams are good, even though I hate World of Warcraft. You know, I've got no interest in the World of Warcraft. I like watching. I regularly go into Quinn's stream on Twitch and watch it. You know, it's cool. You know? Because he's a funny guy.
You are defeated.
I must wait to use that ability.
I must heal.
Hell. I've never watched Big Daddy Den's streams. I don't watch him. I've no interest. You know, he's the same age as me, and he's down in England, and he seems to stream an awful lot. I watched some of his videos, some of his build guides and such like, but yeah.
I must wait to use that ability.
Quinn's funny. Like, he's over the top. Well, you know, yeah, but you know, you've got to understand that he's autistic. You know, he's got a slight form of autism or Asperger's, so you know, he's not a social person, but he's now put himself in an environment where he's, you know, hugely social. So Quinn's backed by some wealthy guys who give him a lot of money just to stream as he does. So you know, and you know, the fact he can build a house, you know, from his revenue shows you what he's doing, you know. But no, not Big Daddy, Quinn. Quinn is.
That ability is not yet recharged.
And you can tell that, you know, he's uncomfortable in social situation. But it makes for good viewing, you know, he's...
The storm breaks. I must wait to use that ability.
I just follow Big Daddy Den on Twitter, and all he posts is pictures of, you know, burger and chips that he eats every day, you know, it's good.
Rethink your intent.
It's like, mate, you're going to be hitting the grave if you keep doing that, you know.
The rift gun.
Alright, yeah, I've got a couple of friends who are like that,
ready
you know, I've got a couple of friends who are on the small forum side of it scale, and then I've got a friend who's on the big scale of it, you know, who's severely.
I must wait to use that ability.
So I know the score with that, you know. He's pretty
I don't
fat.
have enough spirit. It is not ready.
Is he? I don't know, he was on Twitter the other day posting pictures of a big fat portion of chips and, you know.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Hello.
But he's a classic example because he's been streaming on Twitch and, you know, and YouTube and whatever for many years now for Diablo 3. He's like, you know, he's gradually built it up to a decent level now that he does that full time. He doesn't do anything else. He doesn't have a job, does he? So it's taken him years to do that. So. He's like 17 stone. Yeah, what's wrong with that? Pardon me. He's only like 5'11", whereas I'm like 14 stone at 6'2". You're 14 stone, oh man, you fat pleb. That's only joke. Oh, ancient Samiko souls, isn't it? Yeah, I was about 18 stone, about what, 7 years ago? Oh, restraint. And a puzzle me. But I'm now 12 stone. I lost a lot. I'm a yeah, well, I was 17, 18 stone 2011, and I decided to give up meat and become a vegan, give up dairy, give up processed food, and made my own food, made it all from scratch, and vegetables and whole wheat pasta and whole grain rice rather than the white rice and white pasta. And I went from 18 stone down to 10 stone within a year by doing that. And I'm now about 12, so. I put back on a couple of stone because I needed to be honest. Yeah, if I stop drinking beer, I'll probably go back down to 10 stone, but, you know. Ooh, that's a nice one. Keep that as well. But I'm quite happy, you know. 12 stone's not bad, you know. Yeah, no, 8 stone, man. I've been 9 stone before, but cutting out processed food, cutting out meat, red meat. What we got there? Dex fit. Aye, it's better. better dex and better vit, but it's got cold res, not physical. It's a good backup though. Yeah, I was the same one when I was a teenager, man. I was really skinny. And then it just catches up with you, and then I just
Anything could happen.
lost it again. Right, what am I needing here? I don't know. I don't need anything. Better convention.
I didn't even know I had that thing. See you soon. Well, it's a good paperweight.
Nah.
I cannot afford that.
$14.82. What's my gem up now? 87, so I'll do one more rift of 95s. It's not hard to lose weight. Eat sensibly, don't eat processed food, don't eat junk. Moderate exercise, you know, even just walking. You know, I lost 18 stone down to 10 in a year, and I didn't do any gym. You know, I didn't go to the gym. I didn't do any exercise. What I did was I sold my motorbike and walked to work instead of taking the car or taking the motorbike. So
That ability is not yet reached.
that was it. That's all I did, and ate sensibly for the year. You know, boom, it all came off. All these fad diets are just nonsense. Just eat sensibly. Don't eat junk. Don't eat late at night. You know, eat the right portion size. You know, a lot of the fat comes from eating meat and dairy. Cut that out if you want to, or slim it down at least. You know, go meat free a couple of days a couple of days in the week. You know, you'll lose weight. It's as simple as that. It's no secret.
That ability is not yet recharged.
You see, people think that to lose weight you gotta go in salads and or cut your portions down. See, if you do that, I guarantee if you eat salad for a couple of days in a row, you will be feasting on pizza and chips and goodness knows what. And if you cut your portion size down, then too much, then you're gonna be hungry and then you're gonna lose your self-will and it's going to be game over and you're going to do something and your diet will be over. If you just eat sensibly,
it is not ready
don't
yet.
starve yourself, boom. It's sustainable. So. And, you can have the odd treat, that's the thing, is you don't have to feel guilty about it.
Strong, but I
I must wait to use that ability.
Yeah, it sure does.
It is not ready yet. This fight is over.
It's also about it's a mental thing. If you're hungry and you're on a diet, you're gonna eat something bad. If you're on a diet and you eat a sensible meal and you're not starved yourself, then you're not going to be craving chips and pizza and Chineses and Indians and
I must wait to
all
use
that
that
kind
ability.
of processed crap that the nation is killing themselves on. Let's face it. I did a lot of research on it, but heart disease and cancer is linked to your diet. It's as simple as that. There's no getting away from it. A lot of cancers are linked to poor diet and lack of exercise. Simple as that. Some of them aren't, but
that ability is
some
not
are
yet
genetic and
recharged.
hereditary. Some are just nothing you can do about it. Some are random and unlucky. But a lot of cancers are
It is not ready yet.
And heart disease, you know, is down to poor diet.
I must wait to use that ability.
Oh, what we got here? What's that? Oh, shield pylon. Right, spirit, come on, take those guys down. Let's go and take a couple more down up here. Alright, okay. I'll just right, we're up right, well let's just proc the guardian.
It is not ready yet.
Oh, how is that not? You are kidding me. I've got a shield, man. Yeah, man, you're right. That's all to do with that as well. Yeah. Oh, I really should have gone through the door. I never noticed. I never noticed the door
I
was
will
there.
not do that.
What a tube. That's part and parcel of it. Yeah, the chemicals and the way the food is, you know. It's not the only
The
reason.
Rift Guardian.
Back 50 years ago, they ate meat. They ate meat for sure, but they also ate.
Ability
Oh
is
no,
not
no,
yet
no.
recharged.
They ate a lot of vegetables as well. That's the thing. And they didn't eat processed food back then because there was no processed food. Everything's processed now. You see.
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
Not the time to get him, is it? When you don't do your shield right, and I exhausted it.
Let's see what we can do.
Got my shield and I went up, not seen the door. I don't know why I didn't see the door. It's because I'm talking too much. Right, that's it. That's it to 90 surely, is it? There you go. Alright, so I need to get that bad boy to 100. Ah.
Glorious development.
And we're now only 2 levels away from my goal of today. So, what should I do? Got that to 90. I'll leave that one. I'll start a new one. I'll get a couple more up to 90s and then I'll blast through the GR 100s to get them up to 100. So let's just leave them just now. Let's do another one.
Prove your... I must wait to use that ability. What you ask is impossible.
Oh no, 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 no.
It is not ready yet.
Not spinny guys. June dervishes or whatever you call them. I think I've got rid of them all. I think I've killed them because they're just the minions. But man, you get caught on that.
Break beneath the endless tide.
Oh aye. Let's just walk into this door and get mashed in the head.
I must wait to use that ability.
Get down. Pop.
That ability is not yet recharged.
And 3, 2, 1, he's back in the room.
It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged.
I see, it was where I know the door was there. I thought I'll go through the door. No, I'll tell you what, I'll go and check down. And look, there's a flipping pylon. Well worth checking. What shots? Well, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know because I don't really do shots. That's the thing.
The gods struck through me.
When I was 14, I drank a pint of vodka and a pint of whiskey
I must wait to
in
use
very
that
quick
ability.
succession. Needless to say, no, you know, I kind of, ended up in hospital dying, kind of, getting stomach pumped. So, and ever since then, spirits are not kind of my thing. So, the smell of them puts me off. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of that day. I don't know, but
I must wait to use that ability.
I generally don't drink spirits. Shots, well, it's been a while since I've done them, to be honest.
That ability is not yet recharged.
I like Fireball personally. I don't think I've ever had a Fireball, so I wouldn't know, but it's a cool idea.
It is not ready yet.
Turn my PS4 camera on, line them up, proc, down, go. Of course, I could just do GR20s. I never proc. It's probably true, yeah.
Break beneath the endless tide. That ability is not yet recharged.
I'm just not a big Spirits fan, to be honest. And I think, as I said, because of my experience when I was 14, but
It is not ready yet.
I don't do spirits, whiskey, vodka, Bacardi, gin, cinnamon whiskey. Yeah, well, I do like cinnamon a lot. That's true. I have that in my porridge,
Your flaws are revealed. I must wait to use that ability.
I mean, the last time I done shots was years ago, man. I mean, I can't even remember what they're called now.
That ability is not yet recharged.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
They were good, but
It is not ready yet. I grow weak.
getting raped by rats here.
I
Like.
must wait to use that ability.
There's too many of them. Now I'm stuck.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Go away from me, like.
A vicious
Never. You have triumphed. Yes.
Famous. Oh shit, I need to shower. What, have you shit yourself?
Good to see you.
Why would you suddenly need to have a shower?
I need to go back.
That's not gonna hit 1464, is it?
You have
No, and that's me expired my yellow pools. No. Alright, so we're gonna do this one. That's gonna be 1464, and that's 9 levels tonight. Ultimately, I would love to hit 1470 tonight before I finish. It's a tall order.
I must wait to use that ability.
Somehow I'm going to be slow. Why? Why? Why didn't I have any stacks up? Sitting there not doing any damage. Press the damn button.
It is not ready yet.
Just wasted half my spirit tanking in enemies with no damage. Pardon me. Where's the leads? Come on.
I must wait to use that ability.
I tell you what, let's just start elite killing now, I think.
It is not ready yet.
So let's stuff this nonsense. Killing crap. Trash.
That ability is not yet recharged.
But I will not stand down. Your strength fades.
It cannot be done. I must wait to use that ability.
Beneath the endless tide.
It is not ready yet.
Your flaws are revealed.
That ability is not yet recharged.
The gods strike through me.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet.
Ha! A vicious strike. It's hard.
There we go, there's 1464. Problem is it now takes 3 of these damn things to go for level.
That ability is not yet recharged. must wait to use that ability. This fight is over. It is not ready yet. Ha! A vicious strike! That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
The Rift Guardian.
It is not ready yet.
Never. Yes.
That one. Yeah.
I am returning to town.
Boom. Alright, we need to reset. New transport? What? It's a spear of some sort, is it? What's that? What is it? What's that? What is that? I have, I've played this game for since launch, August 2014. It's now April 2018. I've never seen that weapon in my life. What is it? It's a witch doctor's knife. Chance to summon a fetish when attacking. What's it called? The Gidbin. I've never seen it ever in my life. Oh, funny. $155%. Could you get any worse? It's... What? What you got for us? Boom! Oh my goodness. It's not very good, is it? It's debacle. So I don't know what to spend my shards on, you know that? One hand away, that's not know.
See you soon. What a spirit.
Alright. Paragon 1464. Oh, we might hit 1465 in this one riff. Right, I need to go and get a drink. I'll be back in 1 second. Alright. Let's do this.
I wish you luck, hero.
Mighty adversary is before us.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
Wonder if it's worked in the 105 tonight. Trying that. Try pushing a little bit.
That ability is not yet recharged.
What have I done? I think I've done a 104. And I did that a couple of weeks ago. Might be worth trying the 105 now. Considering how much Paragon I've gained. I think I did that. Oh yeah, no esoteric. Oof. Risky. Worth a shot though, get my gems up just a bit more. My main legendary gems, that is, not the ones for augment.
The god struck through me. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. A vicious strike.
Whoa.
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. I will not do that.
If I don't see the ruins of Corvus tonight again, I'd be quite a happy man, I tell you.
I must wait to use that ability.
Could do with another one, you know. Could do with a couple of Battlefield of Eternity and Festering Woods and Stinging Wind maps now, please.
Beneath the endless tide. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet.
Juggernaut.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Oh, away you go, man.
That was a worthy foe. Glorious.
must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet.
You have triumphed.
That ability is not yet recharged.
I am skilled at clarifying depth.
I need to go back.
I see. Wasn't quite enough to get to 1465. We're lacking yellow pools now. And for me to go and, start to get a serious stack of yellow pools would take away time from doing rifts. And the time taken to get yellow pools would be less efficient than just doing normal rifts without yellow pools. That's why you need group play to help you with that. But I got 10 stacks earlier on from doing normal rifts, key farming, so. But I don't need to key farm now at the moment, so I think these will last me they'll last me till tomorrow at least, so. Soldier on!
I must wait to use
Get a
that
decent
ability.
map soon, surely.
That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged.
3, 2, 1, he's back in the room again. After his emergency shower.
Break beneath the endless tide. I must wait to use that ability.
Pop. It was very important then that begs the question of why? why was it, oh shit, I need a shower? It's like, what did you do that necessitated you needed a shower during watching a stream? It's oh dear, it was funny.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Yeah, well that's true. Very much so. I do that myself. Before I go to bed, have a shower, and I don't have to do it in the morning.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready.
Excite the time. What time is it? Ah, it's 11 o'clock, man. The night is early. Just getting into the groove, man. That's, you know. Plenty of
I
time.
must wait to use that
God,
ability.
what are you, 21, man? This should be like bloody, you know, afternoon to you.
It is not ready yet.
Don't need sleep, man, when you're that young. You know? Plenty of time to sleep when I'm dead.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Alright, here we go. Severe lack of pylons in this level.
I must wait to use that ability.
Holy shit, so you're 21 and you've got a 3 or 4-year-old sister. She was, man. It's pretty cool. My kids are 4 years old, you know. I've got twins. So yeah, I know the score. Can't go and shower after a certain time or you wake them
It
up.
is not ready yet.
Ah, now we get, you know, this is the thing, you get these kind of levels, like when you're almost finished the...
That ability is not yet recharged.
You're older than my dad, mate. That's funny. Oh. Grandpappy, nah mate. My oldest is 7, my youngest is 4. I'm not a grandpappy.
I must wait to use that ability.
It'll be a long time before I'm that. And you're 42, exactly, you know. That was a decision I made, my man.
Cannot be done.
That's basically ancient. I mean, I'm still in the prime of life. I lived my life all through my 20s and my mid-30s. Enjoying life, traveling, doing things. And, you know. Settle down at 35, have kids, and then, you know, it's cool. You know.
That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready
Yeah,
yet.
man, I've done some nice things. I went out to Asia in 2004 when the tsunami hit. Tsunami in 2004 hit and decimated
That ability
Sri
is not
Lanka
yet
and
recharged.
Madagascar, if you remember. Yeah, I was out there, man. I was helping out, doing Red Cross stuff and all that.
What you ask is impossible.
I lived in China. I've worked in... Yeah, Primal maybe. She's 32. She's 10 years younger.
You
Unleash your power.
Well, you know, it's got to be done, you know. Oh, I don't have any stacks.
I must wait to use that ability.
Well, yeah, I did Chinese in Open University.
It is not ready yet.
I've kind of when you work in IT, when you work with the logical side of your mind all the time,
That ability
the
is not
creative
yet
side of your
recharged.
mind doesn't get used. My creative side is horrendous. You know, I can't draw, I can't do painting, I don't like music. You know, it's kind of the creative side of my brain's gone, whilst the logical side is developed through use. So at the time I had a girlfriend who was a Chinese translator, and I thought, you know, learning a language is using the creative side of your brain, particularly Chinese, because you've got the characters and learn how to write,
It is not
and it's
ready
very
yet.
creative. So did an Open University degree in Chinese Mandarin, and had to go out there for a while. Well, we didn't have to, but I did. I went out to the university in China to finish it off, and ended up staying there far much longer than I anticipated. But it's the best way to learn. So yeah, and you know, of all the things I've done, you know, some of the kind of complex IT and kind
I
of
must wait to
mathematical
use that ability.
problems that I've done, learning a language and learning Chinese is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. You know, I had to learn 30 characters a day.
That ability
I had to
is
learn
not yet
to
recharged.
pronounce them. I had to learn to understand them, to read them, and to write them. 30 characters a day for 6 months. So whilst
I must
most
wait
in the
to use
class,
that ability.
would it'd be quite easy for them, because most of them were in the class were Japanese or Malaysian or, you know, Korean. That was easy to them.
It
I
is
was
not
like-
ready yet.
I was like 30 characters a day. My class was 2 hours a day at university in China. I would spend 8 hours of the rest of the day learning 30 characters. I kid you not, I was in Starbucks and I
That
would just
ability
be
is not yet recharged.
going over and over, learning to read and write, and having kind of these memory cards, and it was bursting my brain, to be honest. It really was hard.
It is not ready yet.
Yeah, my wife's Scottish. Yeah, she's Scottish. I met her after I came back. But yeah, it was absolutely mental. I mean, I remember the teacher saying you got to learn 30 characters, and you know, and I thought, yeah, I can do 30 characters in a week. And she went, no, you got 30 characters today, and you got another 30 characters tomorrow. And I went off my nut. I was like, that's impossible. How can anyone do that? But you had to do it. And to be honest, it got easier as you got into it. It was just the initial kind of, you know.
It is not ready yet.
It was insane. It was just, I remember. Oh. Sitting in Starbucks, writing out these Chinese characters on memory cards. On one side you write the Chinese character, on the other side you write the English words.
That ability is
And
not
then I had
yet
to practice
recharged.
writing them, reading them, and, you know, recognizing them. And, you know, you've got to write them a certain way, and, you know, it's the hardest thing I've done. And I got to the stage where, you know,
Ability.
I got to the level like a 12-year-old kid who can, you know, read a newspaper. And it was brilliant. I'm delighted with that. That was back in
ability is not yet
2000.
recharged.
2003, 2004, so it's been a while since I've used it, to be honest, or kept up with it. But
It is not ready yet.
yeah, that's when I was out there, of course, and the big tsunami hit in 2004. And there was a couple of people in my class at uni who were from Sri Lanka and who were from Malaysia, and who lost family in that, you know, pretty tragic stuff. So opportunity came out where you could, you know, help Red Cross out and go and volunteer and help clean up certain parts of countries, and you know, it's so cheap to live out in those countries. I was living like a king for like $150 a month. You know, my apartment was like
I
a
must
lush
wait to use that
two-bedroom
ability.
apartment. It cost me $12 a month. You know, it's crazy. So you know, you can live like a king out there. You know, my breakfast was like 30 pence a day. You know, and it was like, you know, huge portions of this kind of Chinese beef noodles and all that. You know.
That ability is not yet recharged.
So yeah, I went out there and helped out. So.
I must wait to use that ability.
12 what? Sorry, I missed that. 12 what? Yeah, sorry, $12 a day. Yeah, well, that's back in 2004, mate. But yeah,
It is not ready yet.
apartment was 12 bucks a month. And you know, back in 2004, and like you know, internet was free, and it was like 40 meg broadband back then.
I must
You know,
wait
it was
to
like
use that ability.
it's like what we have now in Britain. You know, it was free. You know, the government gave the internet for it. You know, you'd have to pay for it.
That
You know.
ability is not yet recharged.
Ah, yeah, the Chinese food though in Britain is not Chinese food. You know, it's nothing like it. You know, the Chinese food in Britain is fried muck. It's kind of, you know,
It is not ready yet.
it's not Chinese. Proper Chinese food is completely different. Downside, there was no downside, to be honest.
Ability is
Yeah, you're
not
in a
yet
land where
recharged.
there's no English, but you know, I got lost. People were so friendly, you know.
I must
I never
wait
felt
to
in
use that
danger
ability.
or, you know, crime and all that. You know, there was no. And you know, you can teach English to Chinese. That's a huge demand, obviously, as the Chinese branch out
It
from
is
their own
not ready
country
yet.
into Europe and other places. They need to learn English. So I was earning $20 an hour on the side, teaching English. You know, when my rent was $12, $12 a month, and I could earn $20 an hour. I was literally, you know, if I worked 5 hours a month, I had enough money to live. Which is just insane, you know. It's good. Yeah, teach English. You know, you know, me and my friends that I made there, I met some Americans, and we would work 5 hours a month. You know, $100, job done. That was your drinking money, your food money, your digs, and that was it. Well, you know, what else did more? I mean, I saved up money. You know, I calculated I needed $200 a month, so I saved up the money before I went out. So I had money anyway, but I didn't need to work, but I did, you know. But it's crazy downside. I can't think of a downside. You know, I was in Taiwan for most of it, and Taiwan is a country of a population of 23 million people, in an area about a quarter of the size of Scotland. So the kind of, you know, there was a huge difference. You know, Scotland's got 5 million people and it's got a vast area of countryside, and you're now crammed in a little island with 23 million people with just skyscrapers and blocks and blocks and blocks of city life. So that's kind of, you know, and the kind of the pollution and the smog from all the vehicles is crazy. But the standard of living is good and it's cheap, you know, it's unbelievable. Yeah, $200 is nothing, you know, and if you're going to go out for 3 to 6 months and you save that, you know, you save $1,000 and you go out, then but you're living like a king, you are rich. If you've got $200 a month out there, you are considered rich, you know. It's just crazy, you know. It's like, I'm not rich, but they view you as that, so. Tell you a funny story though. The first day I landed, I was meeting up with a friend of a friend, and he's a Japanese guy who didn't speak English, and so he helped me get into the apartment, and that was cool. And then the next day I went out and I went to the campus in college, the uni, and I was hungry, so I needed some food, and I saw this place that was selling salads, and I looked up the sign and I saw kind of food I saw the word food in Chinese and I thought, yeah, that's it's a salad place. So I went up and bought some of this kind of salad food, and it looked all right, but it didn't look the best salad stuff. I'm thinking, okay, you know, it's a market, it's on the street, no big deal. So I buy all this stuff, and he puts it in this kind of bag rather than a plate, and I'm like, okay. So then I asked for either a fork or chopsticks, and he burst out laughing, and I'm like, well, why you burst out? You know, what is going on here? So he said no, and I had to walk away. So I got a bag of salad with nothing to eat it with. So I started eating it with my fingers. And you know what? I sat down and I decided to get my Chinese, British, you know, English dictionary out and looked up the words on the sign, and I found out it was pet food. It was rabbit food that I was eating. No wonder the guy was laughing his head off. I just bought rabbit food and started eating it, thinking it was salad stuff. And no wonder it was kind of like, you know, scabby lettuce and grass and, you know, and there's like insects in there and stuff. Oh, yeah, that was funny. Yeah. Always learn to read very quickly what you're away to buy, you know. Yeah, you should always check first, you know. But yeah, that's what I did. I saved up the money beforehand anyway, but you know, and I think in a lot of places in Asia, you can live like a king. I mean, I lived in parts of China and Taiwan that weren't modernized in such a way. If you go to all the cities, of course, they are kind of all McDonald's and KFC and Subway and such like. But you know, I went on the streets, and you know, your 30 pence beef noodles for your breakfast, and you know, in a bowl that you could easily sit in almost. You know, it's that kind of big. You know, 30 pence. It's like wow, super. Well, the guy didn't tell me. You know, here's me like a white Scotsman, the first day in China. You know, it's like, you know. And he maybe did because he was talking to me, but I didn't understand him, so I don't know. Maybe he did say it, you know, but. Part and parcel of you know, living. Enjoy the moments, enjoy those kind of things, you know.
Don't forget, luck always changes.
And of course, the custom out in China and Asia is to ask about you, to show an interest in you if you're to be polite, you know. So they ask you, you know, how much do you earn? And you know, and like all these girls would ask me, are you married? And how much do you earn? And have you got a job? You know, and it's kind of, there are all these kind of very personal questions that we wouldn't ask on the first day of meeting somebody. You know, so I'm like, oh man, I went back to my apartment. I'm like speaking to my Japanese and my Korean friends, and I'm like, you know, all these girls are asking me out, man, asking me, you know, if I'm married and so. And they're like, no, that's just the culture. That's just what you know, that's just what they do. It's not they're not doing it because they're interested. It's just that's part and parcel. Oh right, okay. It's considered rude here, but that's the norm for them, you see. So it's like, right. And that's how you learn fast, you know. Yeah, can you imagine meeting somebody and saying, how's it going? And yeah, and so how much do you earn? What? Are you married? What? Crazy. Bit fun. I could easily quite live there. I'm being honest. I could easily live out there. It's such a it was a wonderful experience. It's different for sure, and you know, you miss home obviously, but
it is not ready yet.
I did think about moving out there, living out there. It would have been cool. It would have been cool to do.
This fight is over. It is not ready yet.
It's just different cultures, isn't it? When you're used to one culture and then you see a different culture, you know. I remember going down Snake Alley in Taiwan, which is a very famous kind of alley, and they're like, you know,
I must wait to use that
they
ability.
cut open snakes live, so they're wriggling in agony as they cut them open, and they drain their bile from their gallbladder and things like that, and then you've got to drink it, and it gives you, you know, it's supposed to be like this sign of manliness and such like. It's just kind of, this is, you know, stuff that, you know. I'm not doing that. I don't know, it's culture. That's the thing, you know, it's, you know, it'll help fertility of the man, it'll boost his, you know, manliness, I don't know, but, you know, I'm not drinking flipping snake guts, you know. It's kind of, or they would sit there and they would have terrapins and, you know, they were like, do you like this terrapin? I'm like, that's a really nice terrapin, I like terrapins. They're like, you want one? I'm like, no, no, no. And they were like, and then he would stab like a knife through its head, extend its head, then cut off its head, open up its shell, and then, you know, start cooking it. And I'm like, oh right, you meant as food? I didn't. I thought you meant as a pet. You know, it's like, you know, they have no qualms about killing creatures there and then, and just, you know, eating them. You know, it's weird. You know. Yeah, how about nah? Exactly.
That ability is not yet recharged.
And then you go. I went to the zoo. I met up with some friends in the north, and we went to the zoo. Well, that was a laugh. My God, you know, we go to a zoo in Britain, and you see kind of all these exotic animals of, you know, polar bears and penguins and such like. You go to a zoo in China, and it's freaking sheep and cows and horses and stuff because they don't have them. So it's like, these are all domesticated animals back where I'm from, and you've got all these Chinese folk taking pictures of them and stuff. It's a freaking sheep, you know. There's billions of sheep in Scotland here, you know, in fields, you know. It's just kind of, I've just paid money to come to a zoo with the freaking cows and sheep and pigs and stuff.
Is not yet recharged.
No, that wasn't the reason why I went vegan. I went vegan because of purely health benefits, you know, dietary. You know, I don't have a problem eating meat. You know, I will eat meat if I have to. If I go to a friend's house and they put chicken or fish, or I'll eat it, no problem, because I'm not against the killing of animals. Animals are further down the food chain, so, you know, no big deal. You know, but I just don't do it because of the link to heart disease and cancer. I won't eat red meat because of that, but I'll happily eat chicken and fish and, you know, prawns and shellfish and such like if I have to. So salmon, I just choose not to.
The rift.
But yeah, to see the way the Chinese brutally treat their animals, you know.
It is not ready yet.
Steak's pretty good. Yeah, steak's good. Bacon's good. You know, sausages are good. You know, yeah. But you know,
You have triumphed.
things that taste good aren't necessarily good for you. You know, that's the point, is it? You know,
I'm here to help.
smoking feels good to some people, but you know, could kill you. That's the point, isn't it? Or increase the risk of, you know,
I am returning to
something nasty happening. So. To be honest, the food industry is pretty good nowadays. The kind of substitute milk that you get, the kind of the soya milk, rice milk, oat milk, the kind of, you know, the substitutions of meat. You know, forget the corn shit. You know, I don't like that. But there's a lot of other stuff that's kind of, you know, there's some vegetarian sausages that we buy as a family that my kids love. And my wife likes them, and she's a meat eater as well. So I mean, you know, there's some of them they're really tasty now. Whilst you know, back maybe 10, 15 years ago, the kind of, you know, soy milk tasted like, you know, chalk powder, you know, it's kind of... Actually, on the subject of smoking, are you a smoker, Mr. Brightside, are you? I smoked in my 20s, but I quit. So your work experience in the surgery department at the local hospital, and this guy had been in major surgery 2 weeks in a row. Go on.
Embrace.
Our opponents may be strong, but I will
That
not
ability
stand
is not
down.
yet recharged.
God, that's horrific, isn't it? You know,
I must wait to use that ability.
that's the whole point, you know. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not just one factor, is it? Smoking's a factor, bad diet's a factor, and lack of exercise is a
It is not
factor,
ready
you know,
yet.
alcohol is a factor,
Feel
you
the
know.
wrath of Ita.
Yeah, I know. The injustices of life, you know, I lost a cousin who was 24 to bowel cancer. You know, he got diagnosed with bowel cancer, and then in a matter of literally a couple of months he was dead. You know, it was very harsh. And there's people who smoke, drink, abuse their body, abuse their lifestyle, don't contribute to society, and they live to their
That
90.
ability is not yet recharged.
It's just not fair sometimes, is it? Yeah. You know, some people appreciate life and they get it taken away, and some people don't appreciate life and they abuse it and they live for, you know.
I must wait to use that ability.
So I'm saying, I sort of think I've got a good perspective on that. Where, you know,
It is not ready
I'm quite
yet.
balanced with my diet. You know, I don't eat meat, but I don't mind people eating meat. I don't mind my kids eating meat. You know, I'm not a kind of one of these kind of hard and fast,
That ability is
you
not
should
yet
eat meat
recharged.
type people. You know, do what you want, but there is a risk involved with everything. Eating processed meat, you know, smoke, you know, drinking alcohol. You know, it's not good for you. Alcohol's a poison. It's a toxin. So, you know, if I do it, it's kind of, it's all to do with moderation. So.
I must wait to use that ability.
Come on.
It is not ready yet.
Your strength fails.
No! Go away, spinny guys.
I must wait to use that ability.
Sorry, June Dervishes. Sorry, I should call them by their real names. Fucking shielding guy now. You know. Shield.
This fight is over.
That ability is not yet recharged.
I just ran out of Nephilim Glory. I did, didn't I? No way. It's insane.
It is not ready yet. Your strength fails. I must wait to use that ability.
60 seconds right there.
That ability is not yet recharged.
I can duplicate if you need. What can you duplicate, sorry? What do you mean?
It is not ready yet.
Can't duplicate anything in this game in season. This is seasonal play. You can't duplicate anything. You can only duplicate in non-season. This is seasonal. Seasonal's locked out. You can't cheat in seasons.
I must wait to use that ability.
I have an abhorrence to people who cheat in the game. Everyone knows in non-season you can duplicate everything. You know, you just drop the gear and then let somebody else pick it up and close the game down without saving and reload it, and boom, you've got 2 copies. But yeah, bye. Yeah, I think so, mate. Bye. This is seasonal. The reason why I play seasonal is because I can't be bothered with people who cheat. I'll never touch non-season again apart from practicing.
That ability is not.
That's not how you do. Oh, you use the mailbox. All right, so you mail it to somebody, and then you know. It doesn't matter how you do it. You can do it. That's the point, isn't it? You know, you can duplicate your gear, your mats, your gems, everything. You can duplicate it in non-season. It makes the game pointless. What's the point? The whole point of this game is the journey to get in your gear and your loot and your build. If you take that away by duplicating, this game's pointless. You're taking away the whole purpose of the game. So it doesn't matter how you do it, if you use the mailbox, or if you drop it on the floor, or you give it to a player, or whatever. Either way, it's pointless. Because that's not what the game's about. The game's about you sinking 10 hours in, and then you getting a gear that you found, and you go, wow, it's amazing. You found it. You got it. What's the point exactly? I can duplicate everything. Yeah, I can duplicate as well. You know, I can go into non-season and duplicate. It's just pointless. It's stupid. There you go.
It is not ready.
Oh, that spinny guy's again. Ah. They've all gone there. You can't duplicate in season. It's impossible. You can spend mats and you can close the game down without saving, and you get the mats back when you reload, but it's not duplicating them. You can't go from 10 to 20 mats, can you? Like you're talking to somebody who's played the game every day for 4 years. I know, and who's tried and tested the exploits and reported them to Blizzard. You know, I know what I know what I'm talking about. You know,
it is not ready yet.
I know the ways people exploit in non-season, and I know how they. There's one exploit in season, but it doesn't duplicate match. You can't duplicate anything in seasonal play.
Use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged. It It is not ready yet.
I don't like Perendi, to be honest. He's a bit nasty, isn't he? So come on then, how would you duplicate in seasonal play? Come on, tell us. Because it can't be done.
I must wait.
It could be done in season 10. You could go into the inn and drop gear, and another player could pick it up in season. But they'll patch that out in season 10, ready for season 11. So. I think if you check my YouTube channel, mate, you'll see what I'm talking about. I got a good number of videos talking about exploits in this game on console. There's only one exploit left in the game, and that's just spending mats, and if you don't like what you get, you close the game down without saving and reload, get your mats back, and reuse them somewhere else.
Excellent.
But it's not an exploit that offers a huge benefit. You can't duplicate in seasons at all. If you could, you'd have people with 13 primals everywhere, because they would just duplicate mats and reforge so they got a primal. And they don't do that. So they do that in non-season. Yeah, you'll have guys with all 7 classes with all full primal builds, and they'll go into the armory and whip them all out and job done. But nah, it's not in season. That doesn't work, mate. That was patched out. That was season 10 that worked. You need to go on my YouTube channel, mate. I've talked about this today. You know, when you drop gear, when you drop gear, a second account character can't pick it up. They don't see it in the game, in seasons. No, you don't. Not in seasons you don't. In non-season you do. But it's impossible. As soon as you drop gear, the other player doesn't see it. An online play, in local co-op, when they pick it up, it goes back into the player's inventory who dropped it. So even though when player 1 co-op drops an item on the ground, when player 2 picks it up, it goes back into player 1's inventory. So, so there's no way he can duplicate it. You're talking about non-season, not seasonal characters. In non-season you can do that. It works a treat, yeah. But non-season is full of hacked and modded gear anyway, so you know. That's why nobody plays it anymore.
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability.
Even if you, let's say, even if you could, what would be the point? Why would you want to duplicate mats and cheat? Why would you not want to earn? You know, why would you take away the whole point of the game? Everything you do in the game becomes futile, becomes pointless because you've cheated. It doesn't make any sense. You're taking away the enjoyment of the game. The game is about the journey to get your loot, the sense of progression of your character. If you get an instant built character, you know, because you cheat and duplicate mats, what's the point? You'll become bored very quickly and you can't improve on your build.
This fight is over. I must wait to use
Smell
that
a
ability.
troll.
It is not ready yet.
For the record, there's been 3 massive exploits in seasons on console, and 2 of them have got patched. The other one
That ability is not yet recharged.
has become a minor exploit. In season 10, the first season we went live, yeah, you could duplicate stuff, which was really bad. Thankfully, it wasn't
is
well
not ready
known.
yet.
Why have I just proc? What the hell proc me there? This is the rate I shall be walking at now while I wait for the proc to go away.
Break beneath the endless tide.
Is that a shield pile? It's not, it's power. I'm not going to hit that until that procs off in case I get spinny guys like.
I must wait to use that ability.
Your flaws are revealed.
I must have missed what proc me, I didn't see it. I was
Rethink
surprised
your
at that.
intent.
It just happened, it was so quick.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Your strength fails.
I must wait to use that ability.
Break beneath the endless tide.
It is not ready yet.
Oh, pardon me.
I must wait to use that ability.
How have I finished that beer already? Lacunis.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Feel the wrath of Ytar.
Good question, R3M1. Non-season, there's no competitiveness, there's no leaderboards, there's nothing. Non-season is just the way you play. Non-season, you can play offline. An offline mode. An offline, yeah. In non-season, you can play offline. You don't need to be online to play. And so you can play and you can carry on your characters, and I'll play offline. Sadly, in non-season, there is people who have hacked in gear and got modded gear. They've taken it over from the PlayStation 3, injected it into PS4, and so when you go to public online games, they're awash with modded and hacked gear that can one shot enemies in a very high levels, and you can duplicate things. So every crafting material you've got, you can send them to a player, or you can drop them on the ground, and then you can close the game down without saving and reload, and you still got those mats, but the other person has picked up the ones you've dropped, so you've duplicated them. So that's all non-season. So non-season is kind of a wash with kind of non-legit play. Whereas in seasons you can't do that. Blizzard have made it so that you can't drop anything. Nobody else can pick anything up you drop. So you can't trade, you can't share gear with anybody else in seasons. And in non-season you can trade. You can drop it on the ground, or you can send it to the in-game mailbox in the town to another player, and you can send gear to them and trade with them. And with that comes exploits that can duplicate materials. In seasons, they're completely clean in that way. You can't trade, you can't duplicate. Everything you find is yours, and so it's a cleaner. It's a cleaner. There's no hacked gear. There's no modded gear. There's no problems that way. But seasons last about 3 months, so you build your character up from scratch at the start of a season, and you get all your gear, and at the end of the season, that gear transfers to your non-season stash. So your character becomes a non-seasonal character. And you can then carry on using him at the end of the season as a non-seasonal character. And when a new season starts, you have to create a new character and start again from fresh. The whole point of seasons is to introduce competitive play, where everybody starts off with a brand new character with nothing in their stash from day one, and you go and you compete against other players trying to get leaderboard entries on various leaderboards. So seasonal play is more legit. It's cleaner, it has less exploits, it doesn't have any problems with any kind of hacked gear, it doesn't have any problems with duplicated items. Non-season does. But non-season is not competitive. So that's roughly the way it is at the moment. So to play a seasonal character, you must be online to create a character, and to continue playing a character, you have to be online to do so. So you don't need PS Plus, but you need to be online. Non-season, you could be completely offline. So. Yeah, very good question. Hence why when that guy came in and said, I can duplicate things for you, and I said to him, I'm not interested. It's because I don't play non-season. I play seasons, and seasons you can't duplicate things. So.
It is not ready yet.
And the reason why I only play non-season, the only reason why I play seasons is because there's no point in playing with cheaters.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Basically, that's non-season is just full of cheaters. Well, they're not people cheating; they're just people using dodgy gear that allows them to kill things. They're mostly kids. Who just want to, be the invincible and run around killing things, but if you want to play the game properly and enjoy it, you want to play seasonal character, not non-seasonal. Or you have to be very careful with who you play with in non-season. The best thing on PS4 is to join a community of legit players. The PS4 has the communities feature. So if you search for Diablo 3 on the communities, you will see many communities that say Diablo 3 legit only. And most of those communities, they make sure you're playing legit. And therefore you can team up with all these other players who are like-minded with you. And that will avoid any issues. If you went into a non-seasonal game and you joined up with 3 other players and they were cheaters and exploiters, they still can't affect your character anymore. They used to be able to, but not anymore. It's just that they might be able to open up a Greater Rift 150, and if you entered with them, you would earn massive amounts of experience and massive amounts of paragons doing that. You're talking 200-300 paragons every Greater Rift. But no one can do a Greater Rift 150 legit. So you know if you see somebody opening 150, you go whoa whoa whoa. You've got modded gear, you've got hacked gear. So you know. I have no problems if people, if they want to play with modded and hacked gear and they want to kill things 150, go and do it in the game. I have no problems with that. Just don't do it publicly. Don't come into someone else's game and do it in their game. If a guy's playing legit and he opens his game up to the public and you join his game, don't open up 100 GR 150 and start killing things. And he doesn't know what you're doing, and he joins and he gets 300 paragons and he wonders, well, hang on, I'm trying to play legit and I've just gained 300 paragons in one rift. What's going on? And he's ignorant of modded gear because he's never known about it. And that's wrong. You shouldn't do that. But if people want to play with exploits and cheating gear, go and do it in non-season and don't play with anybody else and enjoy what you want to do. But don't do it online. Don't affect other people's games. It's not fair. Right, back on hand. What have we got? Oh, would you believe that? 2 green amulets and both blackthorns. Do you know I've had 3 primals in the last 3 days. And I've had primal chest, primal boots, and primal amulet blackthorns. Do you know how annoying that is? These blackthorns are useless.
Fortune favors the bold.
Oh, ancient unity.
Do come back again.
Another unity. No way.
I cannot afford that.
I remember struggling to get my very first unity. You know that? But look at that. What have we got on that one? Oh, 6%. Look at that. And reduced duration by 40. It's a pretty decent one. Keep that. Ah, it's got no socket though. You'd have to put. So it's got no. Nah. Okay. Fair enough. But we'll keep it. We'll keep it. Right. Okay. It's 14:67. Time is it? Oh god, it's nearly midnight. And I had hoped to get to 14:75. I feel that may not be achievable. It might be 14:70. Which is still, I've done 15 paragons today. Then if I hit 14:70, so that's pretty decent. I just love to get to 20 paragons a day, but plenty of time. Yeah, there's all day tomorrow. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. And then the wife and the kids are away on Sunday, all day Sunday. I have the whole Sunday to myself. My god. It's gonna be a Diablo fest. Yeah, man.
That ability is not yet recharged.
As I said, I don't understand. I don't understand playing hardcore and soft. I know I play softcore and PC because hardcore on PC doesn't make any sense. And I could die because of factors out with my control, like ISP going down or Blizzard's, having problems. But on console it's not too bad, because the saves are offline.
It is not ready yet.
If you lose internet, you don't die. So I really enjoy the challenge of hardcore on the console.
It is not ready yet.
Ow.
ability is not
What's
yet
that?
recharged.
It's conduit. No, okay, I'll take that.
Your flaws are revealed.
How many elites are here? Like, whoa,
Ability.
where'd he come from? Or she? Oh. It's a minion.
It is not ready yet. The storm breaks. That ability is not yet recharged.
Mind you, we're still talking 3 paragons away from 1470. That's at least 6 rifts. That's still another half hour I've got to do here. Like, what's tomorrow? Saturday. Saturday the 14th of April.
I must wait to use that
No.
ability.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll be on in the morning, and then I'll take a break at lunch, watch a bit of the football, record the Grand Prix qualifying,
It is not ready yet.
and then do some Diablo in the afternoon. Maybe chill with the kids for a
That
little
ability
bit
is not
Saturday,
yet recharged.
and then play Diablo at night. Sunday it'll just be non-stop.
Your flaws are revealed.
So yeah, 1500 is on this weekend, a week earlier than I had planned. So the question is, that'll be day 53, roughly,
I must
52,
wait to use
53,
that ability.
and that'll be 1500 Paragon. I've got 40 days to hit 1600 Paragon.
It is not
Surely
ready
that's
yet.
on. Surely it's a case of I'm going to be closer to 1700 by the end of the season. If I play as I am. Which I never thought that would happen. Night guys, yep, catch you later man.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Spin you guys again, I'm getting sick of these.
I must wait to use that ability.
They will proc me. Instantly. This is becoming a really big, bad issue on wearing the Nemesis bracers on a speed GR build.
Your flaws are revealed.
Just got to keep my distance, I suppose, and I'm fine, but
It is not ready yet.
God, I must be getting old now. I've had enough beer tonight. I fancy a cup of tea now.
That ability is not yet recharged.
What happened to the guy that said he could
I must
duplicate in
wait to
season?
use
Come on,
that
we're still
ability.
waiting to hear about that, you know.
This fight is over.
Does it all the time, he said.
It is not ready yet.
There was another guy in the forums who was telling me, he's like, oh, you've missed an exploit. And I'm like, well, what exploit's that? You know, in a 4-man group,
I must wait to use that ability.
they'll all get puzzle rings, and then they'll upload their saves, and one person in the group will they'll use all their puzzle rings, get loads of gems, and you know, from all the puzzle rings. And after they've used them, they re-download their save, and so they've got all their puzzle rings back, and they will then run those puzzle rings again for the other 3 players, and they would just rinse and repeat endlessly. So like,
I must wait to use that ability.
so the benefit of that be that they'll have loads of gold and loads of gems. Well, you know, I've got 16 billion gold, and I have so much gems I've never ran out, and I've played solo and not needed to do that. But I would be losing time getting Paragon, losing time doing other things, so that isn't a big deal, to be honest.
That ability is not yet recharged.
You don't want to level solo
Try it.
solo on hardcore. Well, mate, if you're online tomorrow, I'll easily
Hello.
um, boost you. It takes you literally 5 minutes to do a couple of T6 rifts.
I need to.
Saying that, you have to have had at least a hardcore character to level 60 to do a second character at T6. If you've never done hardcore at all, then you can only do master level. And that takes like frickin' 45 minutes to get to 70.
Many nothing.
Oh yes! You have the Festering Woods people from the start. That is rare.
It is not ready yet.
Oh my god.
Prepare for a long fight.
That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
Shielding bastards.
It is not ready yet.
Your strength fails.
I must wait to use that ability.
My will falters.
The hell?
It is not ready yet.
Fuck you and have a nice day. Oh, how many frickin' elites are here, like? Getting gang banged from all sides, like.
That ability is not yet recharged.
There you go. Just flipping annihilated them. Why are we getting those?
It
I've
is
proc.
not ready yet.
Oh my god, this is risky.
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
What are you playing at, Nick? My god, there was one of them left. He sucked me in. I should have backed out there. I really should have backed out. That was Russian roulette right there. That's gonna kill me at one of these days. That wasn't funny.
It is not ready yet.
Ha! A vicious strike.
Open vortex. Yellow boy pulled me in and there was a June dervish sitting there fucking spinning away.
I must
Instant
wait to
frickin'
use
death.
that ability.
It was already on a proc. Getting sick of those guys, like.
flaws are revealed.
Yeah, man. Catch you tomorrow, man.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Hope it's an easy day tomorrow. Not too bad. So you did a funeral or something. Not
It
always
is
a
not
nice
ready
thing to
yet.
do, but yeah.
I must wait to use that ability. Beneath the...
They should have run when they had the chance.
I will not do that. That ability is not yet recharged. The gods struck through me! I must wait to use that ability.
The Rift Guardian has found...
That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. I am returning to town.
1468. It's going to take me to 1468, and then another one. So two risks will be 1469. Two risks 1470. That's not too bad. My God. Right, yes, I do think I'll go to the little boy's room. I'll be back in 1 second. Alright. $14.68. So yeah, we're close. Let's just torrent another couple. May do just an hour of key farming tomorrow as well, building the keys back up and get 10 stacks of yellow pool. That certainly helped at the start of tonight's session. Can't afford really to.
Enemies of
Oh, look at that. Oh god.
It is not ready yet.
Festering Woods. Twice in a row. Nice.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Mighty adversary is before us.
Not freaking hell witches everywhere.
This fight is over.
Ah, here's a speed pilot.
I must wait to use that ability.
It's not spinny guys, is it? Not spiders. No, it's lagoonies.
That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet.
Power pylon now as well. Ah, stuff it. Take it.
This fight is over. That ability is not yet recharged. The storm breaks. I must wait to use that ability.
I'm stuck.
It cannot be done.
Fuck off. That was brutal. Couldn't get out of it.
The gods struck through me. It is not ready yet. I must wait to use that ability. You are defeated. It is not ready yet. Rethink your intent.
Channeling, here we go.
That ability is not yet recharged. It is not ready yet. Struck through me. What you ask is impossible. That ability is not yet recharged.
Your strength fails.
I will not do that. I must wait to use that ability.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Why is it not hitting him?
I must wait to use that ability.
Let's see what we can do.
I need to go.
Alrighty then, that should take me to what, 1469 surely. Oh god. Way! Why not? What? What's that? I don't know what that is. Fuck off with your blackthorn shit. Really? Hello. What you got for me there? Boom! Oh my god, that is shit.
Don't be shy.
Too many keys.
What? I didn't even know I had that thing. What a steal. What? I didn't even know I had that thing. Maybe you can find
That
a
is
use
too
for
expensive.
that someday.
Three.
Embrace.
Festering moods to this.
It cannot be done.
This fight is over.
Ready yet.
Not again! You know, fuck that shit. Fuck off. Getting sick of that. I'm not going to be in a fucking tight, cramped fucking area with that fucking shit going on.
Are you ready?
I must wait to use that ability.
These creatures won't go down easily. An incredible feat.
It is not ready yet.
God struck through me.
I need spirit. That ability is not yet recharged.
Flaws are revealed.
It is not ready yet.
The gods struck through me.
Oh, stuck.
That ability is not yet recharged. Not enough spirit.
Fucking Elise is here now, like.
I don't have enough spirit.
I wonder. Oh, it's illusionist, is it?
Feel the wrath of Yitar.
I must wait to use that ability. I need spirit. It is not ready yet.
Of course it's a jugger. Why not?
I don't have enough yet recharged.
Through me.
I must wait to use that ability. Not enough spirit. That ability is not yet recharged.
Storm breaks.
Oh,
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. I need spirit. What you ask is impossible. must wait to use that ability.
Your flaws are revealed.
That ability is not yet recharged. I don't have enough spirit.
Our opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down.
It is not ready yet.
Juggernaut again.
The Rift Guardian has found you.
Not enough spirit. That ability is not yet recharged.
Nephew, you have trust.
It is not ready yet.
I may be able to help you.
I am returning to town.
Your
Fate smiles on you.
enemies are...
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. I don't have enough spirit. I must wait to use that ability.
Just fuck off.
Feel the wrath of Yita.
That ability is
I'm not
yet
interested
recharged.
in going anywhere near that fucking elite shit.
I need spirit. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet.
Bastards.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Your flaws are revealed.
It is not ready yet.
Your strength fails.
That ability is not yet recharged.
No way. 2 elite packs and the pylon.
I must wait to use that ability.
Don't be spinny, guys. It's not.
It is not ready yet. A vicious strike. My strength. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. Beneath the endless tide. Not enough spirit.
Shielding.
The storm breaks. That ability is not yet recharged.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
I must wait to use that ability. Your strength fails. It is not ready yet. The storm breaks.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet.
Fuck off, prick.
That ability is not yet recharged. I don't have enough spirit.
The fuck's that?
Hello.
I need to go back.
Well,
Oh man, look at that. Alright, yeah, we can do one more. This is the last rift of the night for me.
It is not ready yet. I must wait to use use that ability.
Strike through me.
Not yet recharged.
Oh!
I must wait to use that ability. Not enough spirit. It is not ready yet.
My mind is strong.
There it is, people. 1470.
This fight is over.
Yeah, if I can get 20 Paragon
That
levels
ability is
tomorrow,
not yet recharged.
at least 10 on Sunday. Even 15 and 15, I suppose, isn't it? It's taking me 4 hours to do 15 levels.
I must wait to use
Well,
that ability.
that was with pools at the start, though.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Your flaws are revealed.
It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability.
The gods strike through me.
I need spirit. It is not ready yet.
This fight is over.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Strength fails.
I must wait to use that ability.
Mighty adversary is before us.
The Rift Guardian is here.
It is not ready
Purple
yet.
Maiden. It's been a while.
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
That was at level 70.
I am returning to town.
blood.
1470. Magic.
Fortune favors the bold. See you soon. That's too bad. What a steal. See you soon.
I cannot afford that.
Done. Right, guys. I'm out of here. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Send me over to Act 1. Until tomorrow. I am out of here. Sorry guys.